welcome. Well, today we have a very special episode for you. It's special because we'll be walking through the stores of the two most renowned interior designers in the country, Suzanne and Simon Arora, where they're going to tell you about some of their finest home decor collections and also give you insights into the latest trends. So let's go ahead and have a look. Thank you so much, Simon, for joining us on the show. Undoubtedly, Simon is one of the finest luxury stores in the country, and we've got an opportunity to take a closer look at it. Now, in your view, how do you define luxury?
Well, Aditi, Simon is a nature-inspired store, and here we have a combination of beautiful artifacts, furniture, fabrics, and they are all put together, coordinated with the interiors of the store, and it's a nature luxe concept that I'm trying to promote. Nature to me brings us a lot of tranquility and peace and harmony in our busy day-to-day lives. Yeah. Through Simon, I want our customers to experience nature luxe in a very tranquil space, and that for me is luxury. Comfort, surrounded by beautiful objects, and that is the way I define luxury.
So let's start by talking about this. As you correctly said, what I can see is there's a lot of silver here, and also the concept of nature luxe that you try to propagate. I'm sure the inspiration has been derived from the same concept here, what we have on the table.
Very much so. You can see the textures of nature. Here we have the coral collection, as you can see in this tableware. Yeah. We have the botanical leaf collection, which is in this tableware. You have a metallic rough rock texture finish, which is there. You have the orchid. So you have a combination of different collections put all together in glassware, in crockery, in cutlery. We have a mirror here at the back, which again has the textures of nature. We have rose and petals here on this bowl. We have flowers from nature, as you can see, with rocks and sand. So we work with the textures of nature, rock, sand, crystal,
around nature,
all around, and then I'm inspired by this concept.
Now, how do you ensure that balance, that it is derived from nature, the inspiration is from there, yet it exudes luxury?
Well, nature and nature luxe can be ethnic, it can be contemporary. There's no rule.
Okay.
I've started with a contemporary style decor. In the years to come, I might shift focus and go more into traditional classic style as well, offering both contemporary and heritage to my customers. At this moment, this is what inspired me. I thought the fusion of the old world from the outside, and the interiors being luxe and contemporary was something new and interesting for India and Mumbai, and never done before.
That's
so it was
true.
Unique, which is why I thought of doing something very different and out of the ordinary.
Yes. Well, when it comes to crockery, Simon, how do you ensure that it also reflects luxury at the same time? Is it the material or the texture?
In luxury, Aditi, we have Limoges, we have stoneware, we have porcelain, bone china. We have it in different finishes and colors, as you can see, mostly natural colors. And our customers are buying crockery, cutlery sets to gift. We have a lot of gift articles, utility based. People use them for their dining at home. When you eat on the table, you enjoy eating out of good cutlery and crockery because it's a feel good. The food looks very appetizing. Even when you receive a gift related to dinnerware, you want to use it. You want to bring it out when you have a party, when you entertain. So I think it's a very important element for home decor.
It is. It is. Well, Simon, from silver we have now come to gold. What I want to know to begin with is how important are metallics when it comes to luxury?
Well, Aditi, the clever use of metallics, whether it's gold, silver, copper, if it's used subtly into any space which is more matte and more texture, like the nature-inspired look which I have tried to create here at Simone. It just gives it that added luxe component, which gives a very adds some luxury to the space. And it has to be used subtly and not too much
over the top.
So you need to introduce a few objects here and there which just give you that glamour, quotient, the hint of sheen, which is essential for the luxury look. And I try to combine that with textured looks, more matte and more monochromatic looks. That's what I try to do here.
And that's what I can actually see, how you've combined shades of beige with accent pieces. Now tell me about this. It looks so intriguing because the designs are very nature centric, but the finish is again very luxe and glossy.
Yes, here you can see we are sitting in a space. We have combined gold, a gold finish with an ivory sofa seating, and that is what we try to do, use subtle colors and then add the metallic component into it. Here we have artifacts in the shape of different leaves. We have a candle, a perfumed candle, so we have a texture on a table which is again nature inspired. So all of this combined together, all of these articles are coming from different designers, from different sources across the world. They're not all coming from one company. So the trick is to put it all together and allow it to blend in a very beautiful way without anything standing out.
What comes first usually in the home decor process or the interior design process, hard furnishings or soft furnishings?
It has to do hard furnishings. You need to get your furniture and have them in place. Of course, then you dress it all up, which is the fun part. You select the fabrics for your for your bed linen or your bed covers and your drapery fabric, cushions, and you have your carpets and rugs. And these soft elements, just soften the space and add a lot of luxury into it. And for that we have an entire area for furnishing fabric, which is something I have created on my own. It's the only product line which is created for Simone by Simone.
Simone, since fabric happens to be such an integral part of your design and store, we would like to have a closer look at it. So let's go ahead and find that out.
Surely, please.
How does one arrive at a choice of fabric?
Well, Aditi, fabrics play a very important part and role in home decor. Here at Simone, we offer fabrics for upholstery, for drapery, for cushions, for different purposes, bed linen as well. So here at Simone, I have a variety of fabric colorways, natural colorways. We're introducing color very shortly, as I mentioned before. And as you can see, there is a role of metallics which combine with textures. So you have different fabrics in chenilles, in metallic tones, in linens, in cotton blends. And as you can see, we kind of coordinate them together. We even have designs, we have more textures, and they are kind of put together to create an entire space. So you have everything that you can hope to put together in a space available here. So whether it's for your furniture or whether it's for drapery, it's available here at Simone.
So Simone, when we talk about fabrics, how does the choice of fabric actually govern the overall home decor or the interior of the house? I mean, does one need to keep in mind some factors that are important while they go ahead fabric shopping?
Very much so. Fabric selection is also based on where you live. Depending on cold weather, warm weather, and fabrics which are deeper and more velvet or chenille based, it's better for colder climates. More cotton and linen, better for warmer climates.
I don't think most of us really know if natural fabrics can also look luxurious at the same time.
Very much so, Aditi, because when you talk about just behind you, I have a linen collection where you have linen fabrics, and if you can compare them with any other fabrics that you can see here, it all has a very, very luxe element to it. It looks very fresh and, you know, very luxe.
So some more tips that you can give our viewers, some basic do's and don'ts when it comes to combining fabrics together when they're looking to achieve a luxurious look.
Well, colors are very important. My work with decor, we were playing with colors all the time. So it was important to look at the seasons, and based on the seasons we would release 4 collections every year. So when we talk about spring, I would look at lime green and white. Summer, I would look at probably canary yellow and maybe a touch of grey. I would look at the autumn colors like rust and olive green for the autumn. For winter, I would go for deeper colors. I would probably go for burgundy or you know, a deep aubergine. So I would always combine it with a neutral color. So it would be a strong color and a neutral color combined, and then throw in some metallic pieces here and there. And so color is very important.
Another thing, Simone, when people come to you, and especially those who have no knowledge of fabrics or the intricacies involved, how do you help them understand what could be best for their homes?
I actually take them to, we have a section which is the Project Simone section. I have a sample board here for you where we have displayed on a board floor coverings, wall coverings as in wallpaper, carpet swatches as well as fabrics. This color board is called Slate. So if this color theme appeals to them, then they, you know, choose the fabrics which can coordinate and harmonize with this color theme. Similarly, I have other mood boards as well. So I first listen to their brief as to what they would like in their homes, which are the colors they prefer, and then I put together a mood board for them, a color board. So we can work with colors, we can work with neutrals, but it's all about putting these colors together with the right, you know, carpets, wallpapers to match, and floor coverings. We here at Simone even offer stone and tile, wood finishes, tiles as well. So we do projects, and this is for interior designers and architects as well as for walk-in customers.
Well, Simone, thank you for taking us around the various elements that actually determine luxury and also giving us a different perspective on luxury. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aditi.
And all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, and good luck to our viewers.
I have often wondered, what goes inside in an artist's mind? Do they really strive for perfection? Or is it that they rather believe in the beauty of imperfection? Hello and welcome, I'm Aditi Singh, and today I'm going to get answers to all those questions, because right now I have with me one such artist, the country's most renowned and celebrated interior designers and the youngest of the Khan sisters. Please welcome the beautiful and talented Suzanne Khan. Well, thank you so much, Suzanne, for joining us today. It's a beautiful store. I would like to know it from you first, that how did Charcoal Project happen to you?
Okay, so Aditi, welcome to Charcoal Project. I think that that's 5 years down the line. We are a 5-year-old establishment, and Charcoal Project was a part of me that I think was alive from a very young age, and I always wanted to create the most, you know, diverse kind of eclectically harmony created with design, feeling, vibe. So the concept had to be very strong, and I think that 5 years ago when we launched Charcoal Project, it was the first of its kind.
And you also believe in quiet luxury. Now, what does that really mean, you know, if our viewers have to understand what quiet luxury is?
So, like the main thing that I would kind of define as quiet luxury would be something that has an element of, you know, a way of making you feel like the materials and the concepts that are there in the space should be good enough to kind of like attract you, but not take over.
So tell us about the wide range of products that you offer at the Charcoal Project.
Okay, so the Charcoal Project, we have various collections of various design brands, and the most kind of like easygoing Pret collection is of my own label, which is Suzanne Khan Pret Home, and that is basically everything to do with the home and the living space and accessories, and we're also adding on to that. The second very important brand we have here is Andrew Martin. Okay. It's a brand from the UK. Again, very beautifully crafted, special materials, and very luxury driven. Okay. And goose down sofas and extremely amazing handcrafted materials, so everything was very special in Andrew Martin brand. And then the other brand that we have is Abujani Sandeep Khosla. Yes. So now they are luxury to like a very India majestic. Yes. So their brand is very special and unique because what they do, a lot of people can't. And it is specifically for bigger homes and for homes which want the Indian opulence
flavor
and the flavor. Yeah. And their finishing again is spectacular. So again, these are the three predominant brands that we have here at Charcoal.
In this space that we are standing, I find a lot of things intriguing, right from the candle stand to probably the bookshelf behind me.
Yeah.
So could you tell us about all this in detail?
Okay. So this is all part of my new collection. These are called the retro Polki bookshelf. Okay. So Polki because like I kind of like picked up, there are these convex mirrors that I've done, and Polki is like the Indian, the uncut diamond.
Yeah.
So that's the Polki retro bookshelf. Then over here we have the hurricanes, and these hurricanes are designed obviously to be indoor or outdoor, and it's electroplated, so it'll not go bad, in our like a humidity.
Yeah.
And natural wood, oak wood, and then we have like these small baby Polki mirrors, which we call the ship mirrors. And these again can be used like a cluster of them. So we've mixed together many colors of metal, so that you have the option of blending these various colors of metal, because metals kind of like if any metals put together will go. Okay. So there is a trick that
they could be of different colors.
They could be of different colors, okay. But it should be the only shiny thing.
Okay.
If there's anything else that's too shiny, then it'll clash.
Well, that's a quick tip coming from Suzanne. Please make a note of that. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't get that every day, right? Yeah. Now, Suzanne, last thing before we move on to the other side, I find the side tables really interesting. I mean, the look is very antique of, it looks like a briefcase rather in old times.
So we used to have like a whole collection, and I think like a lot of people were doing like the trunk collection. So now the new step would be to create like, a briefcase, a smaller trunk, and make side tables of them. So that's what we did with those tables. So we created the leather trimmings and the grey flannel briefcase side tables, okay, which was interesting because like it's casual and it's fun, and at the same time it's trendy, you know? So Aditi, on this side now I have, this is part of the Pret collection which I was telling you, but this is distressed leather. Okay. So distressed leather and very interesting shape. So this chair is like the Saddleback Chair. Yeah. So it has the shape, so if you sit on it, you'll understand. Sit on it and I'll show you.
I'll give it a
so it's got a very comfortable kind of, It just grips you. So we call this a Saddleback Chair. So now that blends into the story of how we like to kind of have like masculine elements and feminine elements. Now this light up here, so this is like you know, the Edison bulbs. Now these Edison bulbs, these are the filament bulbs which kind of like glow in a particular, like it glows better than.
And they're really in vogue these days. I see a
Yes,
lot of people
it's very happening. So we used metal, and we used like, you know, blown glass to kind of accentuate the Edison bulb, create a story, again keeping cost in mind, very reasonable, very hot selling. And then like you come to this side, again this chair is like the old world kind of chair, but it's modernized because it's shrunk. So it has been made to kind of like fit into any interiors, and it's still got the same comfort around, you know, on the hip, like when you sit in it, you'll see where it is comfort.
There's
it's
just too
holding
much
you.
comfort you're providing me right now, Suzanne.
Yeah. So like you're sitting in it. It's holding you. It's stiff. It's not cushiony, but at the same time, it's modern.
I find what you're sitting on also quite interesting,
So,
Suzanne.
yeah,
really
so
quirky.
this is also like, you know, how you have the footstools, right? So again, it's the whole take of like, you know, stallions or horses, you know, because I love horses. And I think that it's interesting because the shape is like a saddle. So we call it the Saddleback Chair, you know? Yeah.
Now, Suzanne, what's in store on the other side? Please tell us.
Come. Again, we have like our leather, you know, the collection where we call this the Maya, okay, which is again, it's a Himalayan white distressed leather. So we stuck to grays and blues and browns and blacks. The seriously important, I think, piece or product that I am very proud of are my convex mirrors. And these are again beautifully kind of handcrafted and created and designed by Charcoal Project to have the finish that would last you a lifetime.
But I wanted to ask you, what is this love of yours for convex mirrors? Because when we started talking, we started with the convex mirror, and we've come to the last point and we're still talking about the convex mirror.
I think that, like I'm saying, a convex mirror is, it's such a beautiful trick of physics where you can capture a whole space in a small kind, you shrink it and make it small, and that view of that, you know, space within the convex mirrors is very intriguing to me.
Another thing I've been really meaning to ask you is that you've done various kinds of residential projects. You're heavily into residential projects. From luxury apartments to holiday home villas, you've designed them all. Now, if you have to give us some few quick tips on, for example, having a theme that is holiday home versus a luxury apartment, how do they differ? What are those key things one needs to keep in mind?
So basically, like I was saying, there are the 4 factors that I think of when I am choosing to go in the direction of a concept for a project. The geography of the project, the light, how much light enters the windows, the ceiling height, okay, and the 4th thing would be the architecture of what the building or what the house is. Once I've got these 4 in my mind, then I understand the direction. So like a villa which would be by the sea would have definitely a more rustic and more relaxed charm. But a luxury apartment, if it is in an urban city like say Delhi, not Mumbai, because Mumbai still you'll have the ocean, so you can do a relaxed vibe by the ocean. But if it is Delhi and it's a high rise or something like that, then I would go in for more classic, more luxurious, but again, so it would work with the concept.
Well, Suzanne, another thing, since you're so passionate about interior design, and as we spoke with your mother also, you started developing strong interests in design and colors from a very young age. I'm sure your kids also must have learned few tricks by now.
My kids are...
Do they show interest that, Mama, I don't like what you're wearing, or I love what you're wearing?
Oh yeah, totally. They are very clued on to the environment, to the space, and they give me all their comments. Whenever I finish something, I show them the pictures. They tell me, I don't like this color, but it's too dark, or it's too, oh, but this is looking good, this is better. So they give me their critical
and you make
feedback,
a note.
and then I make a note of it for my next project, you know. And they are definitely very artistic because they create, they have these apps where they create homes and they build the most spectacular homes.
Wow.
I want to keep, you know, kind of motivating them and making them.
I'm sure in few years we will see them, you know, probably making huge changes in the charcoal project.
I don't know. Yeah, I hope.
Well, thank you so much, Suzanne, for talking to us and taking your time out. It's been lovely going around your store.
Thank
we
you,
wish
Aditi.
you all the best
Thank
with
you
your
so
future
much.
endeavors.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's all we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching the journey of the Khan sisters into the world of interior design. With that, we've come to an end of today's episode. But for more home decor tips and solutions, keep watching Magicbricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.